I still remember the day I stepped foot onto the campus of Fairfield University, Fairfield. I was filled with excitement and anticipation, ready to embark on a new chapter of my academic journey. But little did I know, I was walking into a nightmare. As I settled into my dorm, I was immediately struck by the cramped and outdated living quarters. The rooms were tiny, with thin walls that made me feel like I was living in a fishbowl. I could hear every whisper, every creak, and every rustle of my roommate's clothes as she moved around. It was like we were living in a dollhouse, with no privacy or personal space to call our own. But I tried to make the best of it, convinced that the academic experience would make up for the lackluster living arrangements. Oh, how wrong I was. The classes were mediocre at best, with professors who seemed more interested in their own research than in teaching us. The coursework was dull and uninspiring, with no opportunity for creative expression or critical thinking. And then there was the food. Oh, the food. It was like they were trying to torture us with bland, overpriced meals that seemed to be designed to suck the life out of us. The dining halls were always crowded and noisy, with long lines and limited options. I remember one time, I waited in line for 20 minutes just to get a lukewarm sandwich that tasted like cardboard. It was like they were punishing us for trying to eat. But the worst part was the administration. They were like a bunch of soulless bureaucrats, more interested in lining their own pockets than in helping students. They would auto-enroll us in their overpriced medical insurance plan without our permission, and then make it impossible to get a refund. It was like they were scamming us, taking advantage of our youth and naivety. And don't even get me started on the student conduct code. It was like they had one set of rules for the favored few and another set of rules for the rest of us. They would bend over backwards to accommodate the Greek life crowd while ignoring the rest of us. It was like we were invisible, unworthy of their attention or concern. I remember one time, I tried to report an incident of harassment, and the administration basically shrugged it off. They told me that I was overreacting, that I was being too sensitive. It was like they were gaslighting me, making me question my own sanity. The town of Fairfield itself was also a disappointment. It was like a ghost town, with nothing to do and nowhere to go. The few shops and restaurants that existed were overpriced and underwhelming. It was like they were taking advantage of the captive student population, charging us exorbitant prices for subpar goods and services. As I struggled through my time at Fairfield University, I began to feel like I was losing myself. I was trapped in a never-ending cycle of boredom and frustration, with no escape in sight. I felt like I was stuck in a bad dream with no way to wake up. But I am not alone. I've talked to other students, and they all have similar stories of disappointment and disillusionment. It's like we're all trapped in this toxic cycle with no way out. So I am speaking out because someone has to. I am telling my story because it needs to be told. I am taking a stand because I refuse to be silenced. What do you think, guys? Have you had a similar experience at Fairfield University? Share your stories in the comments below. As I look back on my time at Fairfield University, I am filled with a deep sense of sadness and regret. I wasted 4 years of my life on an institution that didn't care about me, that didn't value my education or my well-being. It's like I was just a cog in a machine that was designed to churn out mediocre students with no critical thinking skills. But I am not bitter. Okay, maybe I am a little, but I am determined to make a change, to speak out against the injustices and the incompetence. Welcome to Fairfield, a quaint town known for its prestigious Fairfield University. As we embark on a journey through the local businesses that surround this academic beacon, prepare for a tale that's as mixed as a student's emotions on exam day. Stepping off the university grounds, one might expect the surrounding businesses to reflect the institution's esteemed reputation. However, the reality is a patchwork of experiences that range from the disappointing to the downright bewildering. It's a neighborhood that demands a detective's eye and a philosopher's patience. At the Fairfield University store, the scent of books is overshadowed by the aroma of confusion. Here, the staff's ability to find a book seems inversely proportional to its availability on Amazon. Patrons speak of a children's section where smiles are as scarce as a well-ordered textbook. And if you dare to pre-order, be prepared for a masterclass in suspense, as your items may arrive just in time for next semester's syllabus. Venture a little further, and you'll stumble upon Dream Spa Salon, a place where relaxation goes to die. Imagine a facial that leaves you looking like you've just survived a pimple apocalypse, and reflexology that's as enigmatic as the origins of the universe. The robes may fit, but the service, it's a tight squeeze for anyone expecting a moment of serenity. Now, let's talk about Mecca Noodle Bar, where the ramen is as unpredictable as a freshman's major. You might find a piece of plastic in your noodles, a culinary surprise that pairs well with the side of indifference served by the staff. And if you're lucky enough to be seated, cherish that moment, for it is as fleeting as youth itself. Shearwater Coffee Bar is where the beans are as moody as a barista on a Monday morning. The coffee here is an enigma, wrapped in a riddle, and served in a cup that costs as much as your textbooks. The avocado toast might leave you yearning for the simplicity of dorm food and the service. Well, let's just say it's a latte trouble for those seeking a warm welcome. The warehouse at FTC is Fairfield's own Bermuda Triangle for customer service. Here, the sound of music is drowned out by the chatter of patrons and the clinking of glasses at the bar. Security is tighter than a final exams time limit, and the drink prices are a lesson in economics that even the university's professors would find concerning. At the Beehive, the air is thick with more than just the scent of candles. It's a place where the welcome is as cold as the draft from an open door on a winter's day. The service here is a reminder that not all that glitters is gold, and sometimes the sweetest names can sting the most. Finally, Barcelona Wine Bar, where the paella is as inconsistent as a student's Wi-Fi connection. The service here ebbs and flows like the tides of the Mediterranean, and parking is a quest that rivals the search for the Holy Grail. It's a culinary experience that promises tapas but delivers tapestry. In this corner of Fairfield, the businesses near the university are akin to a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. But unlike Forrest Gump's delightful analogy, the surprises here often leave a bitter taste. So, travelers and townsfolk alike approach these establishments with caution. Expect the unexpected, and remember, sometimes the best memories are made despite the odds. Keep your spirits high and your expectations low, and you might just find a gem amidst the chaos. In the end, the businesses near Fairfield University are a reflection of life itself. Imperfect, unpredictable, and always a learning experience. Script text, like, businesses near Fairfield University, Fairfield they seem normal, but then you hear things and it's just sad. Like, one time, an old lady in a care facility, someone just added themselves to her bank account, stole her money, like $34,000. And she didn't even have a smartphone, just a flip phone, but the thief was spending on TikTok and Grubhub. Like how? She probably didn't even notice until her family did. I bet the police took forever, and the care facility just froze her eviction like, wow, thanks. And then there was this one lady near Fairfield University, Fairfield, who got tricked into a crypto scam. Like fake Microsoft pop-up, scary, right? They told her to buy a new laptop, give them remote access, and then take out money to put in a crypto machine. 88,000 gone, just like that. The police got back like half, but still she was probably crying, calling her kids, feeling so stupid. And the scammers, probably laughing somewhere, buying more laptops to trick more people. Oh, and this one breaks my heart, another old lady, scammed online, then she robbed a credit union. Like, gun and everything. She probably owed money to family from the first scam, and then boom, desperation. Imagine losing everything, then getting arrested. The police probably didn't